Welcome to my channel. Today, we're tackling something that can be a little awkward, but is so important. Navigating debt in relationships. Love is grand, but merging finances, that's a whole other level. What happens when your fairy tale romance bumps into the reality of debt? Should you run for the hills, or is there a way to make it work? Well, get ready for a real-life love story with a financial twist. We're going to hear about Kate and John, a couple who faced this exact challenge. They were head over heels talking marriage and kids when Kate decided to pop the question no one really wants to ask, what's your credit score? Turns out, John didn't even know his own score. And to make matters more complicated, he had racked up a pretty hefty amount of debt, unpaid bills, co-signing loans for a friend, the works. Kate, who had always been financially responsible, was understandably shocked. But here's the thing. Instead of panicking, Kate decided to help John. They went through his credit report together, created a plan to tackle the debt, and started working towards a brighter financial future as a team. Now, first things first, communication is key. We've all heard it before, but seriously, open and honest conversations about finances are crucial, especially before tying the knot. The longer you wait to address the issue, the harder it could become to untangle things down the line. But how do you actually have the talk? Expert financial planner Nick Coleman suggests thinking of it less like a one-time confrontation and more like an ongoing dialogue. Choose a time when you're both relaxed and can really focus on each other. It's not about pointing fingers or placing blame. It's about understanding each other's financial situation and creating a plan that works for both of you. Remember, merging finances is like embarking on a road trip together. You wouldn't hit the road without a map or ensuring your car is in top shape, right? Similarly, understanding each other's financial landscape, credit scores, debts, spending habits, is crucial for a smooth journey. Now, I know these conversations can be tough, but trust me, it's so much better to address these issues head on than to let them fester. First things first, get everything out in the open. Don't be afraid to have those money dates, even if they feel a little awkward at first. Schedule a time to sit down together, maybe with a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, whatever helps you relax. And really talk about your financial goals, your fears, and yes, your debts. Remember Kate, she didn't shy away from asking John those tough questions about his credit score. And that honesty was what kicked off their journey to financial stability as a couple. Okay, so you had the initial conversation. Now what? It's time to create a plan. And this is where teamwork really comes into play. Remember, you're on the same team. Tackling this together. Start by making a list of all your debts, the amounts, interest rates, minimum payments, the whole 9 yards. This will give you a crystal clear picture of where you stand financially as a couple. Next, you'll want to prioritize those debts. There are a couple of popular methods you can use here, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. With the debt snowball method, you focus on paying off the smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rate. The idea is to build momentum and motivation by knocking out those smaller debts quickly. The debt avalanche method, on the other hand, prioritizes the debt with the highest interest rate. This approach can save you money in the long run, but it might take a bit longer to see those initial wins. Which method you choose really depends on your personality and financial situation. Some people thrive on those quick wins, while others prefer to tackle the big stuff first. The important thing is that you have a plan in place, and you're both committed to sticking with it. Now, I know budgeting might not sound like the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, it's a game changer when it comes to managing debt and reaching your financial goals. Think of it as your financial roadmap. It helps you stay on track and avoid those unexpected detours. Work together to track your income and expenses, and really look for areas where you can cut back or make adjustments. You'd be surprised how even small changes can add up to big savings over time. And here's a pro tip. Find ways to make budgeting fun. Turn it into a game. Challenge each other to find creative ways to save money, or celebrate those milestones together. Remember, you're on this journey as a team, so why not make it enjoyable? Now, what happens if your partner isn't quite on board with the whole budgeting and debt payoff thing? It's a valid concern.
And it's important to remember that you can't force someone to change their financial habits overnight. What you can do is lead by example. Show your partner the benefits of being financially responsible. Share your excitement about reaching your goals. Who knows? Maybe your enthusiasm will be contagious. And if you're really struggling to get on the same page, consider seeking guidance from a financial advisor. They can provide objective advice and help you create a plan that works for both of you, taking into account your individual needs and goals. The bottom line is this. Communication, teamwork, and a little bit of patience go a long way when navigating debt in relationships. It might not always be easy, but it's definitely possible to tackle those financial hurdles together and come out stronger on the other side. Your mindset. Dealing with debt can be stressful, no doubt about it, but it's crucial to approach it with a positive and supportive attitude. both towards yourself and your partner. Remember, you're a team, and like Kate said, anyone who's willing to fix the issues is someone worth investing in. So, celebrate those wins, no matter how small.
Did you manage to pay off a credit card this month? Awesome. Give yourselves a high five. Did you stick to your budget for the entire week? Amazing. Treat yourselves to something special. These little victories can really keep you motivated and remind you that you're making progress, even if it feels slow at times. And hey, it's okay to ask for help. If you're feeling overwhelmed or you're not sure where to turn, don't hesitate to reach out to a financial advisor or a credit counselor. They can provide guidance, resources, and support to help you navigate this journey. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What happens if your partner's debt is causing serious strain on your relationship? Well, first and foremost, communication is key. Don't sweep those feelings under the rug. Talk to your partner about your concerns, fears, and frustrations. Remember, healthy relationships are built on honesty and trust. If you're finding it difficult to have these conversations on your own, consider seeking professional help from a therapist or counselor. They can provide a safe and neutral space for you to work through your issues together. And here's the hard truth. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, it might become clear that your financial values are just too different, or the debt is causing irreparable damage to your relationship. In those cases, it's okay to prioritize your own financial well-being and make the difficult decision to walk away. Remember, your financial health and happiness are just as important as your partner's. Navigating debt in relationships isn't always a walk in the park, but it is as possible to create a brighter financial future together. With open communication, a commitment to teamwork, a positive mindset, and a dash of patience, you can overcome those financial hurdles and build a stronger, more secure future together. So take a deep breath, grab your partner's hand, and remember, you've got this. And until next time, keep those conversations flowing, stay positive, and keep striving for those shared financial goals.